Hey guys, welcome back. It's been like 4 weeks now since I released the last tutorial. I've been too busy at work and families and just life. Anyway, I'm back now, and probably you guys are wondering why I have Maya open. Well, it's we're just switching gears from Max to Maya right now. We're gonna just be exploring Maya and dynamic in Maya. So we're going to be different playground for a lot of people, but I encourage you to pick up a copy of Maya and learn it, because it's going to be an extra very efficient tool that you're going to add it to your set, because most of the studios around the world they use Maya and Max extensively, and they use Houdinis and other stuff too. So without further ado, let's just start and see what you're going to be doing. Today we're going to be trying to work somewhere with some fluids and try to shape this effect here. Try to get this burning barn or whatever, torch or whatever. And we're gonna try to do this, and this is one simulation here, but you can like change it to all kind of other effect. You can change it to just a big flowing thick smoke, or just fire by itself, or just smoke by itself. I didn't render it, but you can get the picture of what the render should look like. So let me just try to render one frame here. Okay. So let's render this frame here and see how it's gonna look. And this is one of the render. Obviously I could have done better with the render setting and stuff, but basically this is the effect that we are trying to achieve. Alright, so let's get to it. I'm gonna just delete everything from my scene. I'm gonna delete my fluid emitter, I'm gonna delete my fluids, volume access, and you know what, I'm gonna delete that light too, so I really don't need it. So let's start. So what I got this geometry here, just a couple of boxes put on top of each other with a little bevel on them. I got this one, this basically is just background, and the camera and the scene. So first of all, let's add our fluid emitter. So you can use if you click H and click on the viewport here, you can choose which tools you want to set, or which what you want to work on. So I'm just gonna pick dynamic. It's already set in dynamic here, and then you can go under the fluids and you can create a 3D container and stuff, but I'm gonna use just the shelf here. I'm gonna click the shelf, create it. I'm gonna go to the right view. I'm gonna just resize it before I'm gonna make it about 20 by say 1620. Let's make it 30 to 20. It's a little big, but for the simulation that I'm going for, it should be good enough. Okay, I'm gonna just raise it up. Go to my perspective viewport again. Yeah, that should be good enough. Okay. Next. For some reason the grid on my container is not showing. Even if I go under display here, it's showing that I should show the bottom here, but it's for some reason it's not showing. So I'm gonna just disable that. I'm gonna just leave it there right now. Okay, so let's go to change some setting. I'm gonna start with the base resolution of 60. The boundaries, I don't want the X and I don't want the Z. I want just the boundary and the minus Y, basically just on the floor. This one I'm going to just turn it down to 1, just to make it let go a little faster. I think it's it for these here. Under dynamic simulation, I'm gonna give it a little bit of viscosity here. Basically this, the thicker, the heavier you put, the higher you go with this one, the heavier your fluids get, and the slower they rise up. And then give it a dampening of 0.0012. That's a very subtle sub-steps. I'm gonna just leave it to the regular quality. The solver, since we are just previewing, I'm gonna just leave it, no, the high detail solver, I'm gonna leave it off. What else? Go under auto resize. I'm not gonna do the auto resize because I think this should be fine here. Auto resize could help because to fast forward your simulation, but in this case I think that's all the space that we need, so there's no reason to use it. Let's go to under the content detail, under the density here. The density scale, I'm going to leave it 0.5. The buoyancy, I'm going to raise it to 5. And the dissipation, I'm going to put it to 1. Dissipation, it's make it diminish sooner, and the buoyancy here, make it rise a little quicker. And that's all what I need from these here. The noise, no. The velocity, this is what gives the fire this kind of those swirls and stuff like this. So let's give it a value of 6. For right now, it's just numbers that I'm putting from my head. For the turbulence, we're gonna start right now with just 0.002. Just start, but we're gonna change that. I'm gonna animate this field soon. Under the temperatures here. Oh, one more thing before I forget. Is under the container property. I need to change the temperature so we can use the temperatures and the fluid. We're gonna change them both to dynamic grids. And then go back to the temperature here. The temperature I'm gonna raise, let's see, 2.5. And I want a lot of heat coming out from it, so I'm gonna raise it to 50. And the dissipation, I'm gonna put it to 5. And that should be enough. The fuel, I'm gonna just leave it the same, not gonna touch it. So let's simulate it now and see what we get. One more, did I get one more thing we need? We need to make our emitter. So I'm gonna select now our object, select the grid, and emit from object. Right, and I'm gonna just leave it. I'm not gonna change anything on it. And it's hit play and see what you're gonna get. Alright. Okay, now I'm gonna select my fluids again. We need to texture it. So let's go under two and just collapse this one down. Go under shading. Transparency. This transparency actually it's make your fluids thicker, so the darker it gets, the thicker your fluids get. It's not going to affect the simulation, it's just the look, but that's how it make it look. Make it look heavier. I'm going to just lower it down, put it down around here. For the... Why did I close the shading again? Okay. For the color, since it's white here, already I'm not going to see any effect. And if you want to see your incandescence, you need to change this color here to black. As you can see here, now you can see some of the incandescent value, and you can raise the transparency a little bit. I'm going to make this one go for a gradient, so I'm going to change it to from black to gray. It is gray, okay. and I'm going to change it from constant to density. Okay, since I don't want to be looking at this box all the time, and I go under display and I'm going to just disable it off, turn it off. That's better. Okay, for our incandescence, I'm not going to be changing a lot on the color, because this color for what we are doing right now should just work fine. All of it just did this one. Oh, darn it. I want this to be black. Alright. I'm gonna push it all. Come on, go with me. My way. I need to a new mouse. This mouse here has been acting up. For some reason I got caught up on it, and this should be enough. Okay. And for the yellow, I'm gonna just lower it down. Okay. And give it an input bias. Basically, this bias it's almost like connected to this grid. You see this side. If I go to this side, I'm just hitting that. It's basically almost like you are mapping this gradient to your fluid. So this is like it's like vertical UV to your grid. So this here is going to be to the blood. It's going to be all smoky darkening, and if I go over to the side, I'm going to start getting my fire look right here. Okay. And so if you play, that's what you get, which is nice. Okay. What I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna do work with the opacity too. I'm gonna change the well, it's already in density, so I'm gonna change the opacity. All the people that I've seen work with mine when they are doing kind of fire and stuff like this, they usually have one common graph that they do. It's like they bring the further point here all the way down, they bring one point back up here, and they kind of cut it down here and down here. Oh, come on, there you go. And after that they control it just with the initial bias here. And now you can control it, see how much fire you're gonna get and how much smoke. So if you want just the fire, or you want fire and smoke, and so you want just that much, and that's how it's gonna be. One more, okay, let's play it, and it looks fine. It looks a little bit too dark, too dense. I'm gonna just lower the transparency, and that's what you get. One more thing that is common in this simulation is you got this mushroom cloud look at the beginning, and a good way to get rid of this mushroom look is using turbulence. So we're animating the turbulence at the beginning and at the end. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna go under our content detail, I'm gonna go under turbulence, and I'm gonna go to the first frame here. I'm gonna put it for what, let's say 4, and I'm gonna set a key, and I'm gonna go about to frame, let's say 10, and I'm gonna bring it back to 0.02, and I'm gonna set a key again. And now like this you are not gonna be able to see the mushroom cloud again. As you can see, it's not raising anymore. Now we don't have that mushroom cloud. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just raise the our container problem. I'm gonna raise it to 100, and I'm gonna cache it. It shouldn't take long to create a new cache. and just replace existing, and let's just play. I'll be back when it's finished calculating this one. Okay, I'm back. I just done caching this one, and this is the result that I get here. But now, like from this kind of simulation, you can get like a lot of different other. Let's just look at it for a second here. Yeah, I didn't like this effect right here. Anything that's due to the velocity. Like I think I could should lower down the velocity or raise it up a little bit. But now if you go under the shading here, and the transparency, it's just raise it just a notch, and go to the opacity here. Yeah, I think what we got, I think the noise, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna move this key a little bit sooner instead of making it the noise from 0 to 10. I'm gonna make the noise diminish from 0 to 5. And I'm gonna lower the noise a little bit, go to under the, where is it, under the turbulence here. Let's say we want to just if we use 3, and I'm gonna set a key here, and under the velocity here I'm gonna put it to, give it 10. And maybe should animate a key at 2. Yes, I'm gonna give it swirl of 10, set a key at 0, and let's go to 15 and set it back to say 3. Let's set it back. Oh, the 3 I said that. I want to set the key, so it's gonna be 10 to 3. And I'm gonna simulate it again. Before I simulate it again, let's see if I wanna. I'm gonna under the content detail here. Now under the dynamic simulation, I'm gonna use the high detail solve here. I'm gonna use all the grids, and I'm gonna up the solver quality here to 30. And I think that's it. And I'm gonna raise our simulation rate to 1.4 to make our file go faster. So I'm gonna go under my fluid and cache, and I'm gonna create and cache, and replace existing, and let it just calculate it, and be back when it's done. Okay, it took like 2 minutes to finish, maybe less than 2 minutes, like a minute and so. And this is what we got here. I like that. I like this kind of fire. I think it's cool. I'm gonna just hide my background here. I really don't want it. And I'm gonna switch my. No, I turn it to black. The background. There you can see the smoke. All that you can see is just the fire. I really do like it. and I'm gonna bring it back now. Yeah. I really do like that kind of fire here. Looks cool. Looks kind of realistic fire. And this is just the preview here. So once you render it, it's obviously gonna get way higher quality. So let's try to render one frame here and see how it looks. Yeah, as you can see, it's very close to our viewport here. So you guys get the idea how the effect the whole effect gonna look like. But we can change it. Well, let's play with like right now. Let's say if I want it to be a thick smoke, all I gotta do is just raise this one up here. Give it an impulse pulse here. Raise the color here a little bit. I'll bring this one back down here and raise the smoke over here a little bit. And now what you get thick smoke raising up. Instead of just fire, it's just smoke. And after you can add the wind to it and it's gonna blow it to the side. I like that. But we are not looking just for smoke, we are looking for the fire. So what you need to do, I'm gonna lower our incandescence here. Let's say right there. Our opacity, I'm gonna bring it down. Yeah, right here. And then our transparency, I'm gonna bring this one down too. Let it play up. To add a little bit to the texturing process, I'm going to go under texture here. I'm going to enable texture colors and texture incandescence. I'm going to change this one to space-time, and I'm going to put the expression here at texture time, so the texture going to change. Basically this fractal space-time going to be changing over time. So I'm going to the texture time, create a new expression, copy your fluid shape, name attribute, and change. That's very simple expression here, times 0.2. And you can use this expression to vary any attribute you want throughout the time. And create and close it. And I'm gonna give it what else? I think that should be it for the textures. Under the shading, so I'm gonna do some under the shading here. No, not the shading. Under the lightning. I'm going to enable the self shadows here, and I'm going to give it let's say shadow opacity. Let's raise this one up a little bit, and bit brightness. These are for rendering purposes really. Okay, so let's try to render one frame here and see what you can get. And this is kind of the file that we are getting here. Now all that you gotta do is just run the whole simulation again and render it. And as you gotta do is just change the shading property to see if it's what you needed. Is you needed a thicker fire, you needed a lower fire, you need just fire, you don't need smoke. If I need just the fire and not the smoke, all what I gotta do is just lower down the opacity here. And make sure that they raise this one up. Let's say over here. Lower the opacity down. There you go, and now you get just fires. There you go. It's very simple. Make this one a little bit lighter, or darker or lighter over here. So this is it for the first lesson here in the Maya's fluid effect. And there is a lot coming up now with Maya, so we're gonna be using Maya for a while from now on, because we need to take a break from 3ds Max, and I do need to take a break from 3ds Max and use Maya too. So just so we wouldn't get rusty with Maya. You never know when you're gonna use it or use Max. And I encourage everybody to use both softwares, because really there is nothing such as Maya is better than Max or Max better than Maya. They both can do very stunning effects and stuff like this. All it comes to the user and the ability to create. If you can create anything with just Blender, and it's just a free app, or 3D app, and you can do amazing stuff with it. So really the software is just a tool, and the real creator, it's you. So this comparing tools can help you be efficient in your job, but it will never replace you, because you are the one that creates the stuff, and it's not the tool. So anyway, after this little philosophy lesson here, I'm gonna let you guys go now, and I hope you enjoyed that video here. If you like it, as usual, subscribe, comment. If you want any tutorial request, I hope that you guys send me those requests, and we'll try to fulfill them. I've been getting a lot of requests, and I couldn't fulfill them all, because it's just not gonna happen when I get like thousands of views and 500, like right now 600 subscribers, almost 600 subscribers, which I really am so thankful for, because it's kind of really give me a good reason to keep making those tutorials. So this is a new door that we opened the Maya door, and this is the first tutorial in it. So I hope you guys liked it. I hope you guys enjoyed something in it, and see you next time with another tutorial with Maya. Goodbye.